Hello everyone, I know it has been a really long while since I tended to this run. It's my next game of Press Your Luck for the Nintendo Wii. Currently my total is 243,235. This is game number 16. And I have a 15 game winnings total of 243,235. It's like I'm player one.
But they'll have to avoid the whammy as they play the most exciting game of their lives.
Oh, hello, YouTube.
Yeah, I should say. I also have a Skype guest in the forms of Angie2343.
Today we have Donald on the show. He's a longtime contestant. Here's our first question. Who was the first Cleveland Cavalier to be named to the All-NBA First Team? Let's hear your answer.
Darius Miles.
Good answer.
Is the correct answer Darius Miles, Jermaine Jones, or Mark Price?
Player two's answer is...
Mark
Okay,
Price.
This is your answer. Let's hear player three's answer. Okay, this is your
Darius
answer.
Miles.
The right answer is Mark Price.
Oh, Mark Price.
One spin for player two. On to the next question. On Happy Days, who was Pinky Tuscadero's tough girl sister? Let's hear player two's answer.
Leather
You gave
Tuscadero.
this answer. As always, we have three possible answers. Let's hear your response.
Leather Tuscadero.
Let's hope it's good.
I don't even watch
Let's
Happy
hear
Days.
player three's answer.
No, me neither.
Okay,
Leather
this is
Tuscadero.
your answer. The right one is Leather Tuscadero. One spin for player one. Three spins for player two. Player three gets one spin. Here's the next question. What vegetable is thought to keep vampires away?
Oh, I know.
What's your answer?
Garlic.
Okay, this is your answer.
Correct answer,
Check
garlic,
out the three
tomatoes, or
possibilities.
carrots?
Player two's answer is...
Garlic.
Good answer. Let's hear player three's answer. Let's hope
Garlic.
it's good. The right answer is garlic. Player one gets three spins. One spin for player two. Player three gets one spin. Let's take a look at the next question. What year did Thomas Jefferson become President of the U.S.? Give us your answer. So what is
1843.
Let's hope it's good.
The correct answer,
These are the
1843,
three possible
1801, or
answers. Player number
1783.
two, what's your answer?
1801.
Do you have an answer for us, player three?
I said 43.
Good answer.
1801.
The correct one is 1801. Spin for player two.
I didn't say that.
One spin. Spins and bucks. Let's head to the big board.
As my watch, it's 2 p.m. on Friday, March 16, 2012.
We'll start with player three, and player two will play last. Player number three, it's your turn to play. What will it be? Spin or pass?
300 and a spin.
$300 and one extra spin. Will you spin or pass? A whammy.
Marking for passing away in 2006.
Yep.
Ouch. Whammy number one.
Player 3 got a whammy.
Spin or pass? Big bucks. You win. You won a trip, a value of $3,000. Will you spin or pass?
The trip is worth more.
Oh, yeah, right.
$200.
$200. Time to press your luck, player one.
This isn't the time to be complaining, you know.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
A whammy.
Ah.
Your first whammy. Will you pass it along or spin?
$1,000.
$1,000. What will it be? Spin or pass?
Keep it up.
A whammy.
Oh.
You want to be careful about picking up the wrong whammy in round one, as you know.
A second
Yeah.
whammy, but it's not over yet. What will it be? Spin or pass?
I'll go for it. $525.
$125. Time to press your luck, player two. Will you spin or pass? A whammy. Your first whammy. Will you pass it along or spin?
$550.
$550. Will you pass it along or spin? $550. What will it be? Spin or pass? A whammy. A second whammy, but it's not over yet. Will you pass
You
it
two need
along
to be
or
careful
spin?
about picking up a third whammy in round
He's
one.
going for it. 100 and a spin.
$100 and one extra spin. Will you pass it along or spin?
$100 and a spin.
$100 and one extra spin. Will you pass it along or
It's up to
spin?
$200. $300.
$300. Will you pass it along or spin?
100 and a spin. He's up to 6.
And one extra spin.
He's in second.
Will you pass it along or spin?
500 and a spin.
$500 and one extra spin. Will you pass it along or spin?
600. It's up to 1,700.
The first big board. Let's go to question round number 2. Here's the first question. For which film did Maximilian Schell win an Oscar? Let's hear player two's answer. Good answer.
Judgment at Nuremberg. Is it Judgment at Nuremberg? Watch on the Rhine, separate tables. Judgment at Nuremberg. I don't even know who Maximilian Schell is.
Answer player 3. Good
I don't know
answer.
either, but I
The
have
correct
seen
one
Judgment at
is
Nuremberg.
Judgment.
And it's Judgment at Nuremberg.
Player 1 gets
That was
1
Hugo.
spin.
First time
Player
I've
2
seen
gets
action
3
play.
spins. Player 3 gets 1 spin. Here's the next question. Which form of energy can we see with the naked eye?
Which form of energy? See with the
What's
naked
your
eye.
What?
Light.
Good answer.
Light.
These are the
All right,
three
the correct answer:
possible
light,
answers.
sound,
Let's hear
or heat.
Player 2's answer.
He says
Let's
light.
hope it's good. Player 3, your answer?
Light.
Let's hope it's good. The right answer is
Light.
Player 1 gets 3 spins. Player 2 gets 1 spin. Player 3 gets 1 spin. Moving on to the next question. On which continent is Italy located?
Which continent?
Let's
Europe.
hear your response. You
Europe.
gave this answer.
Right? It's the correct
These
answer.
are
Europe,
the three
Asia, or North
possible
America?
answers. Player 2, you
Europe.
gave this answer. Give us your answer, player
Now, do
3.
you mind if I also give you
Europe.
the
Okay,
answers?
this is your answer.
Not at all.
The answer is
Thanks.
Europe. 3 spins for player 1.
Go to
1
7.
spin for
Player 2 has 5
Player
spins. Player 3 has 3.
1 spin. Let's take a look at the next question. On what date did Richard Nixon resign as president?
74.
They're looking for the date.
Sir, player 2.
Oh,
Oh.
August 9th, 1974.
Let's check out the 3 possible.
August 9th, 1978. January 16th, 1984.
Okay.
August
this is
9th.
Your answer. Do you have an answer for us, player 3?
Of course.
You gave this answer. The right answer is August 9th. 1 spin for player
1974.
1. 3 spins for player 2. Player 3 gets 1 spin. Lots of spins, lots of bucks. Let's go to the big board runner. This is the final round. Make it count. We'll start with player 1 and player 3 will play last. Player 1, it's your turn to...
Apologize about that, guys. Camera shut off on me. I recharged it the full way. We're in round 2. I still have Angie with me. I landed on 1750. At 2275 in second. I'm going again. $750.
$750. Will you spin or pass?
3,025. Down by 175 or something. $750 and a spin.
$50 and 1 extra spin. Will you pass it along or spin?
37.75 in the lead. 1750.
$1,750. Will you spin or
55 and a quarter. I'm going. $3,000 and a spin.
And 1 extra spin. Will you pass it along?
8,525. I'm going again. $2,000.
$1,000. Will you pass it along?
10,525. I'm going. $2,000.
$1,000. Will you pass it along or spin?
Going again. 3,000 and a spin.
And 1 extra spin. Will you pass it along or spin?
15,525. I'm going. $1,400.
Will you pass it along or spin?
I'll go one more. $750 and a spin.
$50 and 1 extra spin. What will it be? Spin or pass?
I'll pass.
Passing your spins to player 3. Time to press your luck, player 2. What will it be? Spin or pass?
$2,500.
Will you pass it along or spin?
It's a whammy.
3 whammies. Watch out. 1 more and you're going home. What will it be? Spin or pass?
$750.
Will you spin or pass?
$750 and a spin.
$50 and 1 extra spin. Will you pass it along or
It's not me. That's not me who's up. $750 and a spin.
$750 and 1 extra spin. What will it be? Spin or pass?
$1,500.
$1,500.
He's in second.
Will you spin or pass?
$37.50. He's going. $800.
$100. What will it be? Spin or pass? Big bucks. You win $5,000 and 1 extra spin.
We'll find out if I can hold him off after this.